The LOL podcast is one of the biggest podcasts in the world. This podcast attracts young America and even children. Now, the dark part of this podcast is they are allegedly grooming a 15-year-old girl by the name of Harper. Everyone on the podcast is over 22 years old besides Harper. This has got the attention of another podcast by the name of The Yard, and they have some comments about it.
The girl who has a crush on Maverick is 15.
Okay.
The other people on the podcast are 22. It's three 22. It's like two 22-year-olds and a 21-year-old and a 15-year-old.
But what makes this even more darker is they are in their 20s saying inappropriate comments themselves in a form of shock value.
Apparently, the Harper, the 15-year-old girl, is like the most popular member of the show, and she's like 10 million followers on TikTok.
Audience. 10 mil?
Dude,
God
she's a massive.
And Maverick doesn't like her back?
Okay, so listen to this shit. I'm just like doing my usual thing of being in the algorithm, in the shorts algorithm, by the way. And this podcast comes in my algorithm. So I start going through their shorts, and they're a bunch of young, I thought they were young adults, which they all are. There's 5 members. One of the members is actually a minor, and she's 15. Now, you can obviously see they're all young, and I thought they might have been all related. So I'm clicking through. Then I go upon one short that's talking about one of the 20-year-olds having a crush on the 15-year-old, or vice versa. I forget what it was. I think it was the female having a crush on him or whatever. And then now you're seeing these shorts they have now talking about another podcast talking about them getting called out for being a groomer podcast. What up, DBS?
What's going on, Bug? Man, I hear what you're talking about. Yeah, The Yard and the other one is LOL, right? It's pretty hardcore over there. They got some grooming tendencies going on with that little girl that they got on that podcast.
So
called them out pretty good on it. But they're weird a little bit too, though.
No, that's what I was about to say. No, I think they're both. I think because if we let's break down their little exchange. Let's start with The Yard. Being a parent and watching this is kind of weird. Like they're using her for the clout. Like they're using the 15-year-old. Like one of the thumbnails was Harper's having her first period.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's the little girl that they were talking about.
That's a little girl, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, it's weird.
Yeah, nah. I feel. You know what I feel? I feel like this is where they're training the future generations, and they're also conditioning them to be groomed in this kind of light. I'm trying to look for the correct word because I don't want to be too harsh, but I do want to get the message across. You know what I mean? Yeah, it seems like they're fucking grooming, bro. Like they're really pushing this agenda where they're going lower on the age spectrum as far as introducing these things where it's okay. Like they're opening up the room for discussion where the age appropriation is not there. And I think they're doing that intentionally to grab the youth and slowly indoctrinate them and make them feel like this is acceptable, like this is okay.
So we're watching The Yard. This guy on the left is actually going to introduce his podcast mates to this podcast because obviously they've never seen it before. This, is a different. These guys are a little older, so it's a little older crowd, but still, these are all millennials. Let's go.
On anything.
Relatively a lot of views.
Harper has a crush on Maverick.
No fucking way.
Have a crush on Maverick? I will admit, obviously, like I had a crush on Maverick.
Okay, this.
No, shut up. I want to watch.
I gotta know what happens.
There's no way.
Because she has a crush on Maverick.
True love from the first sight.
That's the beginning of the lore.
Isn't that the name of Logan Paul's kid?
Maverick's the guy that feeds them once a day.
Dude,
whoa.
Oh shit.
The guy that feeds them once a day.
So they're realizing this is definitely a
What the hell?
kitty podcast. But these guys, I don't know. I haven't figured. The guy on the right, actually, you know what? I'm gonna hold my comments. Let's keep going.
Yeah, he's giving me some I'm gonna act like I'm in the mess hall or I'm in the yard, bro. He's giving me some real fucking Chester vibes, brother.
Yeah, that's fine. You're in the yard right now. No,
I
listen,
wanna
you're
know
in
more.
the yard. You're in the
yard.
yard right now. That guy on that right there, that guy in that white t-shirt, he's
Yeah.
giving you Chester vibes.
Definitely giving me Chester vibes. Keep an eye on this guy
I
right here.
100% am with you on that. I am watching that dude like a hawk. Pause.
You gotta be, brother.
I would like to know
I have
more.
I have an initial question for you guys.
Okay.
How old do you think the people on this podcast are?
They're in high school.
25?
22.
You're asking because it's a surprising
No,
answer.
no, 20, 24.
I'm gonna go college aged.
Okay.
High school.
What do you say, Plug?
When I came across this podcast, I thought they were all high schoolers, so I didn't even think about it. I'm like, what the heck?
Like
It's a
maybe
high school
17,
podcast.
18, maybe 19 kind of thing, sophomore, junior, and maybe a
Yeah.
senior type thing going on. Like
Yeah,
all three.
maybe the one of them was an adult. Maybe like one guy was like just graduated high school or something like that. But the thing I was looking at was more the production because we do a podcast, so I was more intrigued about the views and even looking at these guys how they have it set up. I like how but it's weird. It's called the yard when you got some like prison dudes like DBS. They're gonna be testing that yard. They're gonna run you off that yard. But no, I'm just saying go ahead.
This looks like not the Family Guy yard, but what's the other one?
Home improvement yard. That's what it looks
Home
like.
Improvement Yard. Yeah, that too. It also gives me trailer park vibes. Bro.
Okay.
I'm just being honest, and just to go back and touch on what you were saying a little bit ago. You got to remember, presentation is everything. You can do it's not what you do, it's how you do it. So when your presentation is fucking spot on or very professional, you can get away with a lot of things with dialogue and everything like that because the aesthetics kind of like whitewash the bullshit.
The girl who has a crush on Maverick is. What was that?
Zipper getting excited.
And not for nothing, Plug. I like this kid right here. He's got a good delivery, and I like where he's going with this. He's pretty sharp. Another kid with the Honolulu shorts on, man. Those are pretty cool, man. Crocs and shit. He looks like he knows what's going on. He looks suited though. But he's with the program. He's following.
The girl who has a crush on Maverick is 15. But
Okay.
the other people on the podcast.
15, 14, 15. Bro, that's not.
Well, she started when she was about 13, 14 because this pod's been going around out for a year and a half now.
Oh, whoa! So they've been conditioning and getting to.
They've been on tour.
Things.
They went on tour.
Now, let me tell you something. LOL is something that children play with. My kids have been playing
100%.
with LOL from when it first came out, bro. They've always, from whatever it is that kicks out their algorithm, I guarantee you, I can go on my kids' algorithm and see. At least the girls, I could see this LOL thing being a thing, and it's aimed towards kids. It's almost like a growing up thing. Like they kind of had all LOL kids grow up with this particular kind of, I guess, mentality, and now they're conditioning them and putting them in a place where they can actually, mold their young minds into whatever it is that they like on LOL. And it's scary because they're using someone who's young already, if you get what I'm saying. So it's like it's the perfect setup for indoctrinating and grooming a whole generation of kids that have been watching LOL. It's almost like the Disney Channel bullshit.
Are 22. It's 3 22. It's like two 22-year-olds and a 21-year-old and a 15-year-old. This.
I don't like.
And they do the podcast together.
I don't like that the set is clearly not a real house. It's like in a warehouse somewhere.
Dude, they're doing hot chip challenge. Shut up. I'm fucking watching my shit.
And then two of the 22-year-olds are married to each other.
That's how easy it gets them. See how he just got distracted off of a hot chip challenge?
Yeah, that dude says some comments coming up that are very disturbing. Main star.
Because they need her. She's what's bringing in the generation of LOL, bro. She's around that age. So my oldest is 13, and I got one that's under, and then I got an older one, and they're all in the same bracket of loving LOL, bro. So I can see how this can get kids all the way from the youngest, bro. It's going to be repetitive and perpetuate. You know what I mean? Because there's kids now that are younger that are on the LOL thing. It's almost like a fraternity, bro. Like a weird groomed fraternity, bro.
Are they
The
related? They must be
dynamic
related. It
is-
must be like a sister, right?
No,
It's
That's
not
what I
a random
thought.
15-year-old.
they're all.
Yeah, me too.
That's what I
Like,
thought.
They're all.
had to be like a cousin or a sister.
It's
like
not. She was just getting a lot of followers on TikTok, so they added her on.
amongst other things, I'm sure.
all like Christian, so I don't.
Okay, all right.
I don't know what
Well,
that
so
how that
they
plays
are-
into it.
Wednesday night youth night.
Yeah.
They're all brothers and sisters under
Oh.
God's roof.
Oh,
Sneakers
whoa.
and sneakers.
Whoa, this is definitely a. Oh my gosh, this is definitely what do you
But
call
they're keeping
that?
it real though. They're not saying what all of us could possibly be thinking with the same scenario. Come on.
That's only Catholic though, man. I went to youth, man. Come on, bro. I went to
Yeah.
Bible camp.
I don't know about all that, man.
She's
Yeah.
like 10 million
'Cause
followers
the
on TikTok.
audience. 10
Yeah.
mil?
Dude,
God
she's
damn.
God
she's
damn.
massive.
And Maverick doesn't like her back?
and they
What,
Whoa,
bro?
which one said it? I thought it was homeboy.
That's the
over
one
there.
with that. Hold on. We
What
gotta
the Chester
rewind.
said it. The Chester said it.
she's
Damn.
she's
damn.
massive.
And Maverick doesn't like her back?
Yep, that was
Whoa,
him. He
it was-
just covered
it was
his mouth
Chester.
with that can. With that can, he covered his mouth with that can, brother. That Arizona.
Look at that dude.
And-
He's looking
and
at him
they-
like, what the hell?
Yeah,
that
like,
dude
what
right
the
in the
fuck
black.
did you just say? What did you just say, bro? Hold on. What did you just say?
That was a Chester comment. You called that DBS.
massive.
And Maverick doesn't like her back?
and they
How old's
mog
Yo, bro, Maverick is a grown man, bro. She is 15 years old. My guy.
Wow.
And even if you're above the age of 18 or 18 saying that shit, bro, that's inappropriate because it shows that where your head is at and what the possibilities and what it is that you could possibly do. You know what I mean? That's sick shit.
Africans, any high schoolers who want to join the
So we
yard,
need
Oh, shit.
high schooler.
you must
Okay.
love God.
Whoa. So they're taking applicants and they're trying to get one up on the
They're joking, but it's not a joke. It's not something to joke about.
we gotta remember these kids never experienced any of the kind of shit. They're fucking new kids, bro. They're 2000 babies, bro. It gotta be, bro. And if this kid in the black, he's gotta be like mid 90s, bro. Like the most
Brian
is like
Laundrie?
late 90s, bro.
It looks like
So
Brian
they
Laundrie. I
don't-
want to
they
slap him
don't
right in
know.
the face.
Well, right in the face. Yeah, but come on, they don't know, bro. They don't know. They don't really. I'm pretty sure they had safe lives and they didn't have any uncles or fucking friends of the family that were doing sick shit. You know what I mean? It looked like they might have. I don't know, man. I don't know. For the joke like that must be something that's like okay, bro, because they must have not experienced it or it must not have touched them personally or some way somehow in their family because fuck, bro, it's not something to play with. Man.
You must love God. You must have a crush currently.
Yeah, I was gonna say you
Yes.
gotta have a crush.
On
Oh
someone
my
whose
God,
name
this is
didn't
getting nasty,
exist 10
DBS.
years
But he's being sarcastic, so I get their sarcasm. I get how they're doing the locker room shit.
It's nasty though. This is nasty work.
It's nasty work, bro. Like the subject is very touchy, man, and the fact that it's still being aired. This LOL shit is really like if we were to seriously take a deep dive into what it is that they're doing and how they're really indoctrinating kids, bro. I'm pretty sure it would be a small uproar, but everybody would go about their daily fucking day. You know what I mean? They wouldn't say, hey, we got to protest. It's like, you know what? It's not my kid. So, it's something that's just going to keep on going anyways, man. It's hardcore, man. The grooming is real, and it's in the front of our face, man. And them old heads, the tin hat wearing boomer babies and the hippies and all that, they know what the fuck they were talking about. Bullshit you not.
Years ago.
On somebody's like a crush on Goose or somebody else from
Yeah.
Top Gun.
Okay.
What?
That's crazy. So
How,
how does this all
bro?
make
And you
They're
only-
definitely right about
was
that
like-
industry plant type shit. Harper does seem like she's planted there.
Of course, because she's gonna. It's like a collab, right? It is a collab. It's not like a collab. It's a collab, but it's a collab off of the very innocence and pureness of this 15, 14, or 13 and a half year old, however long she's been there. It's really for. I feel it's like that because the stuff that there's no. Maybe we're so traumatized that we don't know what the fuck we're talking about, bro. You ever thought about that, Plug? Maybe we're the fucking crazy ones.
No, we're not crazy of another podcast grooming a 15-year-old.
All right,
We're
so just
not.
thank you for the reminder because I needed the reminder. Can
Yes.
you remind me a little bit more, bro? Because
Yes, because look. they're using a 15-year-old for clout to get their pocket, like you said. They're branding it, the LOL thing. They're doing sexual references during the pod, you know what I'm saying, slapping each other's butts and all that stuff, right? Acting like they're still in high school when you guys are in your 20s. You're two of you are married. I mean, and then you're not even being appropriate. You're titling the titles always around Harper. Harper's the star of the show, so you're saying she gets her first period.
How many sickos out there? There are fucking sick fuckers, bro. Everyday people, bro. And you know who you are. You know what you do. They're out there, bro. They're out there and they act like everything is okay, man. But they're really secretly watching this sick shit, bro. Fantasizing and thinking about shit, bro. I bullshit you not. And I know that is a part of marketing where they're catering to those fuckers, bro. It has to be, bro. Let alone the indoctrination to allow the kids to think that it's all right, but it's also catering to the people that are fucking intrigued by that nasty ass shit.
This was
This is
a TV show, right? This is in TV back in the day. All those actors, some of them were like, for example, we'll do that 70s show. Mila Kunis was a minor, and everybody else wasn't. So, and they're kissing her and they're acting, and you think the parents probably gave it a consent for her to do this.
Of course, and they had other people that were older that had a way with wooing and presenting it. This right here, this is the 14-year-olds are almost like they think they're fucking grown, bro. So it's like, I don't know. It's weird. It's very weird because the independence of how they got this and put her there with, there's obviously, well, it doesn't seem like there's anybody that's saying, you know what, that's inappropriate. That's not something I want my daughter to be sharing, or I don't know. Like I said, it could be just my trauma, bro. I don't know, bro. I really don't know. But I think this shit is sick all the way. And this is touchy for me too, bro, because shit is nasty, bro. All right, this is it right here.
Yeah, this is it. There we go. There's two adults right there, 20, I believe 23 and 24, those two.
Okay.
I am livid.
really.
Not
I thought I laughed.
That's Harper.
22.
That's Harper.
No,
I
Harper. I'll
was
show you
actually
Harper. Harper's
reason-
over here.
My brother told me that he heard this podcast episode where these other podcasters were talking about the LOL podcast and saying horrible things.
That's Harper. You're right.
Yeah. But you know what that
Look how
podcast
smaller
is?
she is compared to everybody, bro.
Bro, she's a little girl, bro, and they're basically. So there was a time when I had to like restrict certain things on my kid's tablet. There were certain things coming in their algorithm that had to do with Elsa, Spider-Man, Woody from Toy Story. They were dressed up in these costumes, acting out as if they were young kids, but at the same time doing inappropriate things, where it was they were saying and doing two different things, and the kids were paying more attention to the things that they were doing than they were saying, because of the way that they were saying it. It was something that was like almost like a rhythm. So it kind of made them focus on what it is that they were doing instead of listening to what they were saying. It was sick shit, man. I had to block a whole bunch of channels like that. I bullshit you not. So this gives me those vibes in a sense, with the costumes and shit like that. The little girl, it's just another way of actually, I guess, introducing and indoctrinating, I believe.
Who?
In the
Top
top
10?
Yeah.
Who was talking bad about us? I literally don't even know the name of their
No,
podcast.
they weren't
I'll say
talking
the name
about.
of the
I'm
podcast.
confused.
No,
They weren't
don't say the
talking
name
bad
of the
about us.
podcast. They'll
Why
get
not?
views.
They want to talk about us. I'm talking about you.
No, they'll get
They weren't
views.
talking bad.
Well,
I'm so confused.
You see how he's got his arm stretched out towards her? She's shaking her leg in nervousness. I'm just saying, like, I'm no fucking body language expert, but I have been in some crazy situations, brother.
This is horrible. I shouldn't be laughing, but I think you're right. And his knee is very close to her.
Yeah, he's pushing, man. He's pushing.
Well,
Yes, they most certainly were.
Yeah, the
Wait,
one definitely was. What do you
He
mean?
was dogging on us.
What did he say?
Did
he
he
was
say
just,
anything?
he wasn't being nice.
Did he say
What did he
anything
say?
about me?
Yes,
he
he
was
did. Yes,
implying.
he did.
Yeah.
Okay, what's
He
his
said
name?
you're an industry plant, actually, which is
Yeah.
kind of a good thing.
What does that mean?
He's pretty much calling us
Oh,
all
come on.
freaks
You know what that
for
means.
doing a podcast with you.
He pretty much said it's kind of
This
weird.
gets awkward.
Okay, I
20-year-olds?
don't disagree, but at the same time,
Oh shit! So she doesn't disagree that it's awkward and weird. That says something. Joking or non-joking, there's some truth in there.
No, but you know what one of these people on this podcast or whatever said about us? They were like, I think it's so funny that it's so clearly they're in a multi-million-dollar studio or something and they're acting like it's just a house.
Ooh, look at that deflection. Wait a minute.
Alright,
Holy crap, I didn't catch that on the first time watching this. But
Yeah,
they're going
that's true.
so this is why when you do address somebody like this, you got to make sure you address that the whole time, because it doesn't give them a chance to do what they just did right there, and that was deflect on another thing you said. You see what she did?
Yep.
You step into my bedroom right there.
I would literally
Oh, step into my bedroom right there. Come on.
like I would do
I'm
anything.
yeah.
But they live together in this. This is a real house. They're living together. That makes it even a little bit weirder.
I was really taken back by the comment about how we're doing this out of studio because we're not.
Okay, well,
Not
I'm
all
confused.
that-
If
So
that
you wasn't mad
podcast is-
about the grooming comments, but you're mad about your
So the
house
deflection
that
is
y'all
real.
have.
The shield is, and this is what I was saying about how they can switch it and turn it into something else and redirect. They're very good at doing redirection. They already programmed their supporters to know that whatever we don't like, you don't fucking like, and if we say that it's wrong, it's wrong. And they kind of did that in a brainwashing technique. If you really think about it and you really pay attention.
content's just kind of like, I don't know, whatever. I don't even know what the word he was saying. It was like
Groomish.
similar to
Brain
brain
rot,
rot.
yeah.
He didn't say that, but it was something like
Brain rot is like almost like
So in
Yeah.
conclusion, what I want to say is this: they know what they're doing. They're not dumb. They're not dumb kids.
they're not.
The other podcast made some remarks that has me questioning them as well, not just these guys. You know what I'm saying?
It seems like it's a thing, like it's an accepted kind of way of speaking or a part of I guess that young culture way of speaking. I guess I don't see how there can be a comfortability with that kind of just nonchalant. It's okay kind of fucking attitude. That irks me. I'm not gonna lie. And for
Now
them to
you
have that
wanted,
many followers, that's what really bothers me.
so you wanted to do a challenge, right? You wanted to go to a random episode and just let it play for. We're gonna give them the 40-second challenge, right? If I see
40-second
any,
challenge.
you're gonna go to a random video, just randomly, don't have to be anything, and then put it at halfway or put it just at a random spot, and we're gonna let it play for 40 seconds, and we're gonna see if these people are really grooming this child, which they are, but we're gonna see the evidence behind it. Let's go.
And it doesn't all have to be sexual. It could just be steps into doing that. I'm just gonna pick this one right here. It just stuck out to me.
How can you 5-star my dad? No, the face. Oh, she got her
Whoa,
work.
whoa!
You see what I'm saying? They're picking up shirts there. It's slowly like introducing it, or you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck are y'all doing, bro? This is a 15-year-old.
Whoa!
My hand-
And once you can do stupid shit like this, you know where it leads to next, right?
Oh man!
Just saying, bro. It's too many red flags.
Beans crush.
oh, was that a slap or a punch?
Like a punch. That didn't hurt.
You sounded hollow.
I think.
Oh.
Oh my gosh! Get hurt by a 15-year-old girl, right?
No. Yeah, no, you wouldn't.
Whoa!
So
Bro, they already said some suspect shit, bro. Poundings and all kinds of weird shit, bro. This shit is super suspect. Like super duper sus, bro. Like so sus, bro.
you would allow me to?
I think he would.
Wow. We don't need
That look-y hurt, didn't it?
any.
Harbor, make an angry face.
She wouldn't tell you if it did. All right, tell me when to stop.
Whoa!
See what I'm saying, bro? Super inappropriate, bro. Super. There's no way my fucking bro.
I can't get any harder. Yeah.
You see what I'm talking about, bro? Shit is mad suspect, bro. Super duper suspect, bro. I don't even want to fucking watch this shit no more, bro. But yeah,
We're
everybody got
done.
the point.
We're done.
Everybody
We got
got
the
the
point.
fucking point.
We got the point. This
Got
is
the
fucking
fucking
gross.
point, bro.
Hey, you Two Streets podcast, and keep your kids away from these places. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, you got podcasts like us that let you know this is 18 or older. That podcast is literally catering to children, and you see what they're doing. So let's go.
They're kind of in a way intermingling the ages that are definitely not supposed to be together. You know what I mean? Like, just this is just, you know, something that I think we all know. You know what I'm saying? The ones that have a right way of thinking and knowing about influence and about this kind of fuck shit. And, you know, parents, they were big on, yeah, I want to meet your friends. What they about? I want to see what's going on with that. You know what I'm saying? The algorithm is really raising the kids now. But like Plug said, man, we talk about all things related to fuckery and everything that's happening on these YouTube streets. We just covering the real deal. Thank y'all for pulling up. As always, stay humble and stay dangerous.